Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm going to show you guys how I use these silkscreen stencils. I've been promising to do this for a while now, just haven't been able to get to it. But I'm just going to do a quick little sign here. You guys know I love working with these little boards from Dollar Tree. This is the 5.5 by 7.5. I love making these little signs on here. This one's going to be a Christmas one only because I don't have any like summertime stencils yet. I have fall, I have Christmas, and I have a lot of other ones here. You guys have seen me haul some of these from Temu. I got some actually for Christmas. Oh, there goes my water bottle. From Christmas last year. Have all kinds of these you can get. All kinds of pretty stencils. I just don't have any just for like summertime here or spring or anything. So we're just going to do a Christmas one just to give you an idea of how these work. Oh, look at that. Definitely want to do some of these for fall. Once I get the wood or whatever to put it on. I'm going to use this chalk paste. It comes in all different colors. I also got this from Christmas. You can get these on Amazon or probably through Temu also. And it's just called a chalk paste for these stencils. But there's all the pretty colors you can imagine that they have out there. It also comes with little spatulas here that you spread your chalk paste with. I'm going to use this stencil here. And I'm not going to finish decorating this board. I mean, I'll explain after I get it done here, but I'm going to use this one. I thought this was cute. So I painted this board with just put one coat of the sheepskin. You guys know it's my favorite to do like decoupage and everything with. Favorite color of chalk paint on here. I'm going to use some painter's tape. You don't have to if you have like a good steady hand. I do not anymore, so we're going to take this stencil off the backing here. Let's see if I can get a hold of that now that I cut my nails. There we go. They come off pretty simple. Somehow I bent the edge already on it. But it has this little backing. You can save that to put it back onto when you're done. Because you can reuse these as long as you clean them off right away. After you do it, because this stuff is like a water base, but once it's dried and if you heat seal these, let's see if I can get this on here straight or semi-straight. Close, but no cigar. Hang on. Once you heat seal this stuff, it's permanent. You can use these on and they smooth out real nice too. You can use these on wood, fabric. You can do t-shirts with these, with this chalk paste too. It's just after it dries really well, you need to put like a piece of parchment paper over it and go over top of it with like an iron, no steam. But, you know, just for a minute, like on a cotton setting, just go over it. And that will set it so you can wash it. Supposedly, I haven't tried it yet, but the directions say it won't fade or anything once you heat seal it. Now I'm just going around the edge of mine here with this painter's tape only because I don't have a steady hand and I'm afraid I'm going to get it where I don't want it. But like I said, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. I'm just doing it so I don't ruin anything here. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of this on here just to save myself the aggravation of having to touch it up. Alright, so there we go. Like I said, you don't have to do this part. Now you're going to take some of your chalk paste. This is really simple. My little spatula doesn't fit in these little jars, so I'm going to use, this is another tool that came with my Christmas present. So I know they came from Amazon. I don't have the numbers because I don't know which ones they got for me. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this chalk paste and just kind of tap it around here in spots. Everybody has their own way of doing this. I know a lot of people don't do it this way, but I'm just going to put some of that on there. And if I need more, I can do more. And then I'm going to take this little spatula here and we are just going to grab some of this paste and get it so you don't see any of the white lettering anymore. Just like so. Just kind of scrape it on. And you don't need a lot of this stuff. I might even have too much on here. cover up all your little letters. And it doesn't matter which way you go with it. I tend to go mostly the same direction. But you're just going to smear that on. Like I said, you can do this on t-shirts, but if you do it on a t-shirt or anything, a lot of these do come with a plastic, like a little plastic insert in with the things. You need to put that in between your shirts, otherwise it'll, you know, go right through. But see how I get it all over the place? That is why I wanted to use the painter's tape, because I know I'm going to get it all over the place. Alright, so that is pretty much it. If I get too much extra, like these little globs here, I'm kind of going to tap some of that off. Like I said, you really don't need a lot of this whatsoever. Alright, so now we're just going to grab a corner and get this painter's tape off of here. Hopefully without moving my stencil. Just don't want to move it. And now, once you get this off, you need to like wash your stencil like right away. This stuff cleans up pretty good. Oh, I pulled some of that stencil off. As long as you don't let it completely dry. Let's see, I would have definitely gotten it on the wood. All right, now let's see if I can get a hold of this end of this one. Why did I cut my nails off? I'm not getting this off of here, am I? Come on. Wow, this one's really stuck. All right, there we go. So, pull that off of there. See, I still did get a little bit on the edge. Oh no, that's the painter's tape. I'll get that off. But look how cute. So easy. And I mean, you really don't have to be careful at all. I gotta get that off of there. My painter's tape's stuck. Why did that stick? But it does a really great job. So now you can just, you know, I'll probably end up, I don't have any of my Christmas stuff out right now, obviously, because, you know, we're in April right now. I had to think what month it was. I've been talking so many different dates with appointments and things, I had to remember what month we're in. But, yeah, so when I do get all my Christmas stuff out, I'm probably going to put some jute string around the sides here, and then maybe a few little Christmas embellishments on this. And I think this will make a really cute sign. You could use this like for a breakfast bar, whatever you want to use them for. But there's so many pretty stencils that you can get, and I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. Some of these they do recommend, which I probably should have done with my stencil that I put where. I completely lost my stencil. Oh, here it is. Jeez Louise. That little plastic piece that I had, where did I do with it? I'm going to take that. Let me move this out of the way here quick. And I'm just going to put this stencil down on this plastic piece. And I'm going to see if I can get most of the paint out of the silkscreen part. Let me move this before I get paint all over it. I'm just going to take some water. That's what I dropped. And spray this down on here before this completely dries. I did rip this stencil though. And just get it out of the silkscreens part. This is just a piece of plastic, like I said, that came with it. And you can actually put these in like a little pan with some soapy water, which is easier, but I don't have that in here in my craft room. So I figured I would just do it this way, because you can do it this way too. You just want to make sure that screen part is cleaned out. But see how that comes off? I mean, look how nice that's coming off. Just a couple shots of water here. And it's practically as good as new. Oh, can't believe that ripped like that. Oh well, you live and you learn. But I think that's pretty good. I think I can safely use this one again. Right down in here, maybe a little more. Oh, that's a noisy car going down my road. Yeah, you can save these and use them over again if you want to. And there you go. That's pretty much all cleaned off. I'm going to take it off of here and hopefully get it back on my See, it's still very, very sticky. Try to get it back on my plastic here. Best I can. I gotta cut that edge here before I rip it any further. There we go. And I'll put it right back on the little adhesive thing that it came on. And then we can just put this away for another day, if I can get it back on here nicely. There we go. These are very flexible and pretty much mess with them a lot. It won't ruin them. But anyway, there we go. It's back on there. It's almost as good as new. You can still see a tiny bit of the ink paste on there, but I think it's good to go for the next time I want to use it. So that's it. It would have been easier, definitely, if you had like a little pan of water or something to put it in and just soak it off. And then I'll wipe off my little thing here to use for another time. And there we go. And that's it. It's that easy. This stuff is really cool. I really want to dabble in some of the other colors. Oops. Once I get some more stencils here. Because like I said, I only have pretty much fall and Christmas ones right now. But I need to order some more because I'd like to do some like bee themed things. But anyway, that's it. I just got to get the rest of that tape off of there. And then I'll decorate this up when it gets closer to Christmas time and I have all my goodies out. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.